Hey folks, welcome back. This is Danny Code, and we're back with another episode of Mashinky playthrough for the mountain, as you can see in the backdrop there. As we left the last time, we have 3 cities hooked up, and we have some passenger trains going through and delivering passengers to each of those towns. We only have, how many trains do we have right now? So we have currently 5 trains, and we definitely want more. We have only 2 trains coming from this city here, and one of those trains is going to this city here, up at top in the north, or up on top, whatever. I don't know what north is on this map. You never know. They don't have a compass. Anyways, and then another one coming from here to this second city here. So I want at least 2 for each route, basically. So I'm going to add at least, I'm going to add both of them now. So 2 more for those. So let's see, and we only have the 260 porter for now until we start delivering logs and wood and timber. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 coach cars is good enough. And we're going to give it orders to go from, let's go in build mode. It's a little bit easier to see, I think. So we're giving it orders to go from here on station 3, and might as well go over here to station 2. And let's go ahead and duplicate, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and duplicate that. We should have enough. What about here? Info and duplicate that. Okay, but for this one, I want to change the orders around a little bit. Instead of going to station 2 here, from station 3, we want them to go to station 1, numero uno, right there. And we can just start those guys on their way. So that should, I think, help these towns grow, help these cities grow, and also get us enough cash to, I want to speed up a little bit here, and get us enough cash to build what we need to build. So, as far as the delivery of logs, let me get this out of the way real quick. So we have a forest here near Treefolk, and we have a sawmill here near Oakfort. That is initially what I thought would be the best idea, but I'm thinking of the future. So we have, after we get the logs delivered, we actually need we'll need to deliver the timber to a toolworks, and this is the closest toolworks up here. And if you notice, we also have a couple forests over here as well. So that is the plan. I will use this later on, this forest here near Treefolk. But it's just same name, isn't it? Forest near Treefolk, forest near Treefolk. Oh well, okay. So we'll call this number 2, right? So we'll use this one to deliver logs to our sawmill, and then we will connect this toolworks here near Big City to deliver our timber. Okay, so let's get started with that. And first thing I want to do is I'm going to build here a station. How do I want to do this station? Because these are the main rails coming up. So I think I want to, because we're going to have to scoot over here to the left. So these rails are ultimately going to go kind of this way maybe, or yeah. So I think we'll just do, so we'll just do a station here, and then do our 2 that we need to, again, the reason I do 2 straight pieces out of the stations now is because when we upgrade the stations, we'll have, we can just delete these 2 pieces of track and then put platforms there when we do get a signal box on that station. Okay, so, and then we just kind of circle around over here. Hopefully we don't have too much terrain editing to do, so what's the deal here? Okay, oops, I didn't want to do that. Get you out of the way. And if I think, no, how do I want to do this? Let's just delete that for now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here like that. Maybe that'll work. I think that'll do it. Or not. Or just here, coming up there like that. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Tricky. All right, so there's that. And let's extend these, because I know I want to go out kind of this way, right? And how far do we got to go? So we got to go quite a ways. So we can just kind of extend out this way, just a straight piece. I don't want to use too much money, because we're kind of running low. I want those, I don't know if those other trains are actually, yeah, they're rocking and rolling. And so you see we got a little bit of a traffic jam here. So another thing we want to do is upgrade these stations so they have at least 2 platforms. And you know what I didn't do? I should have done it. Okay, so I think we'll be okay for now. Oh, no, that's fine. What I was thinking was to extend the platform when we do a second platform, but we'll be fine here. We don't need that extra straight rail in the curve here. Okay, anyways, sorry. Confusing. I hope you followed that really a little bit. Alright, so that's good enough. And I think what we're going to do is come out here and go into a T down into the main rail like that. Yeah. We're going to have to do some terrain editing here. So let's just do that for now. Let's get a little closer look. And we're going to come out this way like so. Looking good. Super duper. And yeah. Cool. Alright, so what do we want to do for terrain editing here? I think we want to go down, right? Yeah. So let's smooth out how much. We're running really seriously low, and let's speed this up a little bit. Try to get that cash going. Alternatively, I can take a loan. I'm going to take a little bit of a loan, I think. So about $300 there. Or, no, more than that. So, anyways, whatever. Whatever. I want to get this done. Okay, so I just want to even out maybe a little bit more here. Actually, I don't know. I think I may have just made a mistake. Yes, I did. Which is fine. So what I'm going to do... I don't want to do this. So, okay. That's alright, though. Just going to delete this stuff up until here. And then flatten out... How are we doing on money? Yeah, we're doing fine. And flatten out a little bit more here. Just like that. I think. There. Sure. It's horrible. Horrible. What did I do? Okay, yeah. And we'll just reconnect these two. Alright, so now we're back in business. So I think we'll be good now. Yeah. Let's do this. That. Okay, so I'm going to put the signals in a minute, but I wanted to start building the tracks for the sawmill as well. So I think what I'm going to do here is just pretty simple. Just going to build it like this, come out too. And this is where I definitely want to make sure that I have at least one straight piece here in the curve. And also on this side as well, because if I want to put on another platform, that'll just make it easier. Okay, and I'm gonna be pretty simple here, I think, and we're just going to come out like so. Well, let's see, how about come out like that? Yeah, I like that. And then go back in that way. Cool. This one will be super simple. I didn't want to do a lot of terrain editing here. So, it's so expensive at first. I mean, it's fine once you start making money. But boy, terrain editing on the beginning could be very demanding on your funds. Okay, so let's start signaling these up. Now, just recently, yesterday in fact, I put on a video about T-junctions, and I invite you to go see that. But basically, when a T-junction is going to be slow, like this one here is not going to have a lot of traffic at first, we're okay with this configuration, what I'm going to do here. And we're actually okay with not having chain signals here on the entrances and just using block signals, but I'm going to use them for now because I know this T-junction here is going to be busy, or it may be. It has a possibility of being busy. So I'm just going to use them. But in that video, I addressed, and I'll put the link below in the description, I addressed very problematic T-junctions where there's just a ton of traffic and it causes deadlocks and jam-ups and causes the trains to just stop all the time. So anyways, I digress. Okay, so we have that T-junction done. Let's put a little bit of signaling here at the station as we do. Very cool. And a little bit of signaling over here. Oops, wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, just coming out here, it's fine. And it's a pretty short track there, so we don't need any in the middle. And then we'll signal this guy up here. And then we'll be all set. Counterclockwise is going this way, right? Yeah. Excuse me as I forget my basic counterclockwise and clockwise directions. Get a little closer here. Make it a little bit easier to figure out where everything is going. Let's just stick one here in the middle. And here. There we go. And this is pretty, well, not a long one, so. And we should be able to just maybe put one here and get away with it. Should be fine. All right, so we just need to signal up this real quick. And again, I may be fast forwarding through a lot of these, but if you want to see how I do it just on the outset of this video, I'm just going to leave these here for now. And I think the future ones I'll just kind of fast forward through this because it's pretty boring, I'm sure you'll agree. All right, and get the mid signals in. Going in the right direction. Oops. As I say going in the right direction, I put them in the wrong direction. Good going. And these last signals here. Okay. So all that's left to do is putting some auto signal placement in between those two here. And I think we'll look good. Yeah, it's perfect. Good stuff. All right, so how are we doing on cash? Oh, we got plenty of cash. We could probably just, now that we have that, let's go ahead and repay some of the, don't want to repay too much. Leave enough for a couple trains. Okay, there. Perfect. Okay. So, right. So let's go ahead and buy some log trains and get them rolling. I don't want to buy the Baldwin, 460 Baldwin, because it actually takes two, the operating cost is two money tokens, as opposed to the 260 Porter, which is just one, and it does carry a lot more. You know, I'm actually tempted. You know what? I'll just do it for one log train, because I want to get that goal going, because it can actually haul a little bit more. Okay, so how many can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 is all. You see, we have 21. Well, I mean, yep. If we had one more, if we bought one more, it would put us just a bit over. And also, I just want to mention right now, none of my trains will be over the length of 8 tiles. So we have 517 here, which is well within. And let's go ahead and give this guy orders real quick to go from the forest here to the sawmill. Get him on his way. Alright, so in pretty quick order, that'll take care of the logs. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What you talking about? What did I do wrong? Oh yeah, first of all, I want to fix this signal here. I know that's not the culprit of what's going on, but in the last video I pointed out that I did that wrong. Okay, so what do we got here? So those all look good. Those look good. Oh, I see what I did. Oh, dearie me. There we go. Now it should be good. Okay, I'm back in business. Oh my. I cannot talk and put signals in at the same time. It is just, for some reason, a monumental task for me. Alright. So we got this log train going, and we'll have, so how many logs do we have to do? We have to do 100 logs, and the early steam age, we need 100 planks, or, yeah, planks, and 100 coal. So we don't have coal yet, obviously. That'll be one of our other things to do pretty soon here. It is very pretty at winter, isn't it? Loving the trees and stuff like that. Okay, so we're picking up here the logs. And let's make sure he knows his route back to the sawmill, which is looking like he is. So he's going to take about 3 trips to do our goal, and that shouldn't take too long. So while he is doing that, we are going to start hooking up the toolworks. And what's going to happen here? Oh, you know what I didn't do? You know what? There's probably passengers. Oh, there's passengers. See, since this is so close and the sawmill is so close to the to the city here, it thinks that there's some passengers here that want to go. We'll clear out those passengers later because they'll just stay there forever, I think. I haven't seen them go. But if you look here in your station window here, you can tell it what to accept and what to not accept. And also, let's click off that. So now it's just purely logs and planks. Okay, so what I was going to start saying is that we want to do something similar here because there's town buildings pretty close to the toolworks. So when we build a station, we'll have to go into that station and deactivate passengers. With that said, I think what I want to do here is I want to put the station here. So I'm going to delete this road, which is, oh my god, that costs so much. Okay, whatever. We got it. Yeah, we're doing just fine. Alright, so I want to put the station here. Yeah, I think that's, let's put it kinda here. That works. Okay, so again, I want to click this and make sure no passengers are coming. Right, so, and I don't want to produce passengers. Okay. Because that's saying that there's this one town building in the catchment, so it produces that. So I don't want it to produce that, so I want those to go elsewhere. Maybe when we put another station in here for the big city. Okay, so we got that. How are we doing over here? Doing good? How far are we along? 42, so he's just coming back for some more logs. I know it's a long way, and you know, that's one reason I wanted to do this forest here, because it would have been a shorter distance. I think, yeah, it would have been a shorter distance, but again, planning for the future, we wanted to make sure that we had start building some rails going this direction here. Oh, that's perfect. Good stuff. Okay, love it. You know what I didn't do? See, I can't talk and do anything at the same time. I can't talk and lay tracks. Because we want that one spacer in here. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. Cool. Love it. Okay. So we're going up, and I think we're just going to go up and kind of skirt. That's a lot of hill to climb this, so that may be a little bit of an issue here. I mean, we've got a little bit of a... That doesn't look too bad. But we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels of hill to climb. But they're not, like, too close together, so that should be okay. I'm hoping. Alright, so let's get the track up there. And just come out here, and then start going up, I think. Yeah. Perfect. Good stuff. Alright, so let's just rip it on up here. How much? Yeah, we're doing good on funds. Do that. Oh, what did I do? Deary me. Okay, try that again. There we go. They have to be connected, Mr. Code, for the trains to be able to ride on them. Note to self. Okay, so we're going to, let's see. Let's just put... Always helps me to put signals in here just to remind me of which way it's going. So traffic is coming out this way. So, okay, cool. So we're just going to do a... It's kind of close though, so... yeah, I think we'll be okay. See, in the later game, when we put side rails in and whatnot, you don't want the station loops or even the stations too close to the main rails. You want a pretty good buffer here, and especially this kind of station here, because we're going to have a lot of traffic, right? You don't want it too close to the tracks like that. So I may even yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, and I know this is going to cost me a bit, I'm going to redo this. Crazy, right? But I want it to work right. So this is what we do. Alright, so yeah, so I just want it to start going up this way. Good. Okay, so that's better. So that gives us maybe 4 or 5 tiles of headroom. Because you don't want the stations too close to the main rail, because when you start putting in things like side rails and bridges and things like that, you want enough room so that you don't have this complicated situation where you can't get the tracks just the way you want it. I mean, and this is kind of tight right here between these two, but we have enough room here, the buffer zone here. So I learned my lesson a long time ago. Let's see, did I do that right? Oops. Oh my goodness. No, I did not. So it's here. Oh. Come on, Mashinky. Alright, so let's delete that. It looks ugly, right? Okay. Now I think we're in business. I feel much more comfortable this way, doing this. Because now we have at least a train buffer for a parking spot here. And we may need to do some terrain editing here, and we do. So let's go ahead and do what we did the last time and just flatten out to here. Kind of do that. Yeah. Cool. I think that's enough. I hope that's enough. Yeah. Got away with it. So cool. And cool. Good. All right. Now, let's go ahead and signal this up. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward while I do these signals. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. I was just checking on the log train here, and we have done our goal. So now we have, it's timed progress as well, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just taking our own sweet time. I don't care if it's timed progress, buddy. Okay, and so delivery of timber. So we just put the tracks in and signaled in. So let's go ahead and buy us a good old train here. Do it as a porter. And timber. We need timber. How many can we do here? 1, 2, 3. Eek. Wow, those are pretty heavy. So 29 is going to go well overweight there. Wow, just 3. Okay, well, fine. We'll just buy 2 of them. That's all. Okay. We will just buy 2 of them until we can replace them with something better. So we're going from, and this is kind of crazy and something I don't like. Oops. Come on, clicky thing. Try that again. There we go. Couldn't click on it. Couldn't select it. Okay, so as I was saying, it's kind of weird setup here, and something I don't like to do too often is that, let's just duplicate this guy and send those guys on their way. Okay, is that now I have a forest, and logs are going from the forest down to the sawmill, and then the planks are coming from the sawmill and going up. So we have this sort of coming from here, going down, then coming from there to go back up. I'd like it to be more of a inline thing, like it's going from A to B to C, instead of going from B to A back to C, if that makes any sense. So that reduces traffic if we have it ABC instead of like BAC. I don't know if that made any sense, but anyways, so let's see, guys, how we doing? So now I'm going to start putting in, let's go ahead and put in some signals in the middle here. So these, oops, darn it. That's okay. Let's get rid of one of those. Okay, so now they can travel between those two. All right, so while they do their thing, what we're going to start doing is upgrading some of these stations. We're going to add another platform on them at least. And pretty soon we'll be able to actually buy also the signal box here when we have enough timber. But for now, we'll just add another station, so we're going to do that. And we should be able to do this while the trains are still running, I think. Perhaps, maybe. So add our 2 here, and then add it to... Go on. Yep, there we go. And then same thing on this side. We'll just add it to here. I think. Why is it? Yeah, okay. So that's correct. Just didn't look right there for a minute. Okay. With that said, now with the signaling here, we want a chain signal here, and these really do work. I tested these out, and two chain signals there. So what this is going to do, let's get rid of this one, it's too close. There we go. And then go ahead and add that one, and we need 2 here and 1 coming out. Okay, so these chain signals, what's happening here is that train will stop here and not block up the works afterwards if both stations are taken. If these chain signals were not here, train would possibly come here, and then say we had something parked here for a while waiting to get unloaded and then reloaded. Say we had a don't leave until you're full order for that train. It would stay here for a long time and then block anything that would be able to use the second one. So it would just come in here and mess up the works, and it would stop here. Anyways, so this really does work pretty well. So we have a chain signal here before the junction, and then after the junction we have 2 chain signals, so it knows it knows what to do. Okay, so there's 1 down. So let's go ahead and upgrade this one as well. And probably going to need to do some, well, maybe not. Maybe we can get away with it. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That works. Cool. And let's put in our signals as we do. Going the right direction, right? That, yeah. Okay. Everybody's good there. Go ahead and signal these guys up as well. And these exit signals here, it seems like it works better with this configuration, like an exit signal right after the platform, and then an exit signal before, just right before the junction here, and then just right after the junction. So that seems to work okay. If anybody else has any suggestions there that I can do anything better, that'd be great. I'd love to hear it. So there we go. There's 2 down and 1 to go. Oh, we're going really slow, aren't we? I'm gonna speed that up. And let's go ahead and upgrade this bad boy here. Alright. 2 coming out that way. And then, oh, we gotta do some terraforming. No, we need to actually, okay, so we'll have to pause and redo this a little bit. So let's go ahead and delete. So I'm just going to bring all this down to the same level coming from here. And then also, I think that one as well. I think that should be good. Okay. 1, 2, oh, no, you know what I want to do? A little bit more. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. Bring those out again. Hookarama this and hookarama that. Up. Perfect. Okay. So again, so now we have, so we'll need 2 chain signals here. So these are both coming in. So let's just get rid of that, and then put 2 chain signals in here, which is fine. So we have 2 paths coming in and then 2 paths coming out to this junction here. But it'll effectively do the same thing. There we go. And oops, gotta connect this guy up here. And go ahead and signal that up as well. Okay. All right, we are in business. So got trains using both platforms there freely. Cool. Love it. Looks great. These towns look great in the winter. Yeah, snow. Like, it's not just covered with snow. It has like these bits that aren't covered and bits that are covered. That's pretty cool. I love it. Like, same thing here. We even have, it's textured, patterned. Oops. Hey, is anybody home? Nobody's home. Okay. Cool. All right, so what is next? I think we're going to call it a video here. How are we doing on our goals? So our planks, how are we doing on our planks? And we have 42 out of 200, so that'll take a little bit of time. So, but we're doing all right. So let's see what our plank trains, what our plank train's doing real quick. There's one. All right, and they look like they're doing their job. Might actually have to add 1 more plank train, maybe? I don't know. In our next video, we'll start buying like upgrades and extensions for these things, because we can get, not for this one, well, we can do a, what was I thinking? We can do a freight station, which will make it a lot quicker for trains to load and unload, and we can also do a storage building, although we have to get some coal for that, coal tokens. But the sawmill, we can actually buy some extensions for that as well, and like employee quarters, so we can get more planks. I mean, we don't need it now because we have 77 waiting, and these guys are just holding 21 each. So I mean, we have plenty there. And we can also do some extensions on our forest here as well. But again, we're doing okay now. So we got 165. So our forest can do tree nursery, lumberjack storage, clearing, charcoal kin. So we'll explore all those in our next video as well. So let us call it a video. So guys, I appreciate it. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more videos like this and you want notifications when they do come out, go ahead and subscribe. All right, thanks guys. Bye for now.